Meditation is a state of thoughtless awareness. It is not an act of doing, it is a state of awareness. We either in this state or we are not, regardless of what we are doing in life. When we take a look at the various explanations of meditation, another thing we often see is that meditation is defined as taking a moment to sit quietly or to ponder. True meditation, however, is much more than this. It is a state of profound, deep peace that occurs when the mind is calm and silent, yet completely alert. 2.5 millennia later, there is a small but growing body of evidence that regular meditation really can slow aging, at least at the cellular level. A commonly used proxy for cellular aging is the length of telomeres, the DNA and protein caps that protect the ends of each chromosome during cell division. These shorten slightly every time the chromosome replicates, until eventually the cell can no longer divide, becoming senescent. Having shorter telomeres in your cells is associated with the onset of many age-related diseases, including hypertension, cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes and dementia. Several lifestyle factors have been found to accelerate telomere shortening, such as poor diet, lack of sleep, smoking, drinking and a sedentary lifestyle. Now, a study by Spanish researchers suggests that highly experienced Zen meditators have longer telomeres on average than people of a similar age and lifestyle. The research also hints that the psychological factors underpinning this beneficial effect were that the meditators had a more compassionate, accepting outlook on life. Scientists at the University of Georgia compared 20 people who had been practicing Zen meditation for an hour or more a day for at least 10 years with 20 people who had never meditated, matched for age, sex and lifestyle factors such as diet, smoking, drinking and exercise. All of them were subjected to a battery of psychological tests and gave blood samples so that the length of telomeres in their immune cells could be measured. When the researchers crunched the data, they found that the meditators' telomeres were significantly longer than those of the controls, by an average of 10%. They then used a statistical technique called regression analysis to get an idea which factors might be directly responsible for this apparent slowing of cellular aging. Many psychological traits were associated with having longer telomeres, including greater mindfulness skills, life satisfaction and subjective happiness. But the statistical analysis suggested that only a younger age, low experiential avoidance, and high self-compassion were directly responsible for longer telomeres. Experiential avoidance is the natural tendency to suppress painful memories, thoughts, emotions and sensations in an effort to gain temporary relief from psychological discomfort. In fact, this mental shying away seems to cause greater problems for us in the long run. By contrast, mindfulness, both in its original Buddhist context and in modern therapeutic programs for treating conditions such as chronic pain, depression and drug addiction, involves turning one's attention towards unpleasant physical and mental experiences in a spirit of non-judgmental acceptance. So it's particularly interesting that the Spanish study found that experiential avoidance seemingly leads to faster shortening of telomeres. So can we add meditation to the list of lifestyle changes, alongside giving up smoking, exercising more and drinking less, that can lead to a longer, healthier life? It's worth bearing in mind that this study only measured cellular aging. And it was a very small study, with only 40 participants in total, which limits the conclusions that can reliably be drawn. The meditators were also exceptionally experienced, having clocked up at least a decade of practice. Ideally, a future study should randomly assign a much larger number of people who have never meditated either to a meditation program or an equivalent activity, such as relaxation training, and compare the effects on telomere length over a much shorter period, perhaps just a few months. There's cause for optimism, though, that even beginners can start protecting their telomeres from the ravages of time and cell division. A study published in 2013 found that just 15 minutes meditation in novices had immediate effects on the expression of many genes. For example, increasing the activity of the gene that makes telomerase and reducing the activity of genes involved in inflammatory and stress responses. It's amazing what sitting still with your eyes closed and focusing on your breath can do for your cells.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. See you.